They didn't just save the world, they became a part of it. For over a decade, these heroes weren't just characters on a screen, they were legends, symbols of hope, strength, and sacrifice. But behind the armor, behind the powers, they were human, and their real stories were often more complicated than anything we saw in Avengers: Endgame. Robert Downey Jr., born April 4, 1965 in New York City, USA. Long before Iron Man, his life was already filled with highs and devastating lows. A talented actor from a young age, he fell into addiction and nearly lost everything. Hollywood once turned its back on him, but then came a second chance. Iron Man wasn't just a role, it was redemption. Tony Stark became a reflection of his real life, flawed, brilliant, and constantly fighting to be better. By the time Endgame arrived, his final moment on screen felt deeply real. It wasn't just acting, it was closure. Chris Evans, born June 13, 1981 in Boston, Massachusetts. Captain America stood for honor, loyalty, and doing what's right. But Chris Evans almost walked away from the role before it even began. He feared the fame, the loss of privacy, the pressure, yet he accepted, and it changed his life forever. Behind the shield was a man trying to stay grounded in a world that kept pulling him into the spotlight. When Endgame ended, he chose to step away, giving the character a perfect goodbye. Scarlett Johansson, born November 22, 1984 in New York City. Black Widow was never the strongest, but she was one of the most human, a character shaped by trauma and redemption. Scarlett brought depth and emotion to someone who could have easily been overlooked. Her journey in Hollywood wasn't easy, facing criticism, expectations, and constant pressure. Yet she evolved, becoming one of the most respected actresses of her generation. Her final sacrifice in Endgame was quiet, but unforgettable. Chris Hemsworth, born August 11, 1983 in Australia. Thor began as a god, powerful, confident, untouchable. But over time, he became something more real, broken, lost, struggling with failure and identity. Chris Hemsworth embraced that evolution, showing a side of the character rarely seen in superheroes. Off-screen, he began to reflect more on life, family, and health, stepping back at times to focus on what truly matters. Mark Ruffalo, born November 22, 1967 in Wisconsin, USA, the Hulk has always been about control, about the battle within, and in many ways that reflects Mark Ruffalo's life. Early in his career, he faced a serious brain tumor diagnosis. It changed everything. But he kept going, quietly building a career based on honesty and depth. He became a different kind of hero, not loud, but deeply real. Jeremy Renner, born January 7, 1971 in California, USA. Hawkeye never had superpowers, just skill, discipline, and loyalty. But in real life, Jeremy Renner faced a battle far more dangerous than anything on screen. A near-fatal accident nearly took his life, and yet he survived, fought through pain, recovery, and uncertainty. His story became a reminder that real strength isn't about power, it's about resilience. Tom Holland, born June 1, 1996 in London, England. The youngest Avenger. For him, Spider-Man wasn't just a role, it was a dream. But fame came quickly, and with it came pressure. expectations from fans, media attention, and the challenge of growing up in the public eye. Yet Tom brought energy and authenticity, becoming the bridge between the old generation of heroes and the new. Benedict Cumberbatch. Born July 19, 1976, in London, England, Doctor Strange was never about brute strength, but about understanding time, choices, and consequences. Benedict brought intelligence and calm intensity to the role, a character who sees possibilities others cannot, and in many ways that mirrors life. The choices we make define who we become. Chadwick Boseman. Born November 29, 1976 in South Carolina, USA, Black Panther was more than a hero. He was a symbol of culture, pride, and representation. But what made his story truly powerful was what the world didn't see. While inspiring millions on screen, he was quietly battling cancer, a fight he kept private until his passing in 2020. And in that moment, he became more than an actor. He became a legacy. Avengers: Endgame was never just about saving the world. It was about endings, about letting go, about understanding that even heroes cannot stay forever. On screen, they fought for humanity. In real life, they faced their own battles. Some found peace, some kept going, some became memories. But together, they created something timeless. Because in the end, it was never about the powers. It was about the people behind them.